We're all wondering about Barack Obama. I think we're all wondering, like, what the heck, Jennifer Aniston? Really? Someone said to me, well, I got new respect for Barack. Landon Jennifer Aniston, if it's true. The rumors are like out there on steroids right now. Everybody's talking about it. You see, even the Daily Mail's on it. Because it's a little weird that Michelle didn't bother to show up, not just for the inauguration, but Jimmy Carter's funeral. I said that all along. I mean, for goodness sakes, this guy's like a superstar in the Democrat Party. You guys worship him. You love Jimmy Carter. And you can't even go to his funeral 8 years as the first lady. And yet you're on an extended vacation in Hawaii with scheduling conflicts? I don't think so. I'm not buying it. Not for 1 second. I'm not buying that, especially when there's a lot of chit chat about Jennifer Aniston behind the scenes. Now, you guys are funny. I know you're like, wait a second. We didn't really think you liked girls. Maybe Jennifer's just a big distraction designed to make him look good. Anyway, she was asked about it on Jimmy Kimmel's show, and she's like, no. Nothing to do. Like, I met him once. This is just a bunch of rumors. Let's watch.
Magazine that came out a couple of weeks ago, In Touch, said the truth about Jen and Barack. Now,
that was of all the calls you get from your publicist where you're just like, oh no, what's it going to be? Or the email saying, you know, some cheesy tabloid is going to make up a story, and then it's that.
Yeah. Does your publicist ever go like, is there any truth to this? Or is it...
No, that is absolutely untrue.
Well, I know it's not true.
Yeah.
I just don't know if everybody knows.
Well, it is untrue.
Some people, it is untrue. So the truth about Jen and Barack is that there is no truth.
There is
no
truth.
Untrue. You know Barack Obama.
I've met him once.
Met him once.
I know Michelle more than him.
What is there a truth about you and Michelle that we should know?
That is not true.
So, knowing that, I want.
May I just say, like, what the heck is she supposed to say? Like, seriously, what is Jennifer Aniston supposed to say? Jimmy Kimmel asked you, okay, you're on the cover of In Touch, Us, whatever it was. Like, what is she supposed to say? I mean, John S., thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. Lady, I'm 53, and if you think I'm a youngin', then you're aging amazingly. More power to you. That's great. Well, look, I listen, I appreciate all your support, guys. It's really, really wonderful. But I'm sorry, but like Jennifer Aniston, what is she going to say, right? Like, she has to say that, I guess. She has no obligation to tell the truth. She's not a journalist. She's not at all in any way somebody who has to. Oh wow, that's very nice of you. I'm getting another. Gosh, you guys are like very generous today. The super chats are like flying in. KBAXEN writes, I get the feeling that the reluctance to release the latest documents about JFK is about protecting an organization more than a person, as above, so below. So that's, yeah, I think that there's definitely an effort to protect some stuff, shall we say, in more ways than one. But I bet you Jeffrey Epstein would have known all about Jennifer Aniston and Barack Obama and whether or not there was anything going on there. It is peculiar. It is certainly peculiar. In Touch, I said, just doing this whole big thing on it. And then there's this blog written by a woman. It's called House and Habit, Jessica Reed Krause. And she's saying, like, she's hearing all kinds of stuff. In fact, I think the most notable thing that she printed was a DM that she got from a friend, which says, he's with Jennifer Aniston, my old manager, now a friend, is connected to her inner circle. At a gathering with Jennifer's friends, the affair came up casually. Jennifer herself admitted it. They were sitting with a psychic, which makes it all sound very surreal, but it's definitely not a secret among her close friends. Well, I mean, that actually could explain why Michelle Obama was not there. I mean, she might be kind of angry. I'm just going to say something, though. Hear me out. Like, you were first lady for 8 years. I don't care if you're in the middle of marital troubles. I don't care if you're in the middle of a divorce. I don't care if your husband is doing God knows what with who knows what. All right. You were first lady for 8 years, which means you are part of American history. It is your duty to show up for things like funerals and inaugurations. Okay. Because this has to be bigger. It's the country, for God's sakes, Michelle. Get some class. Show up and do your duty. I'm going to get mad now. But you know what? Kid Rock had something really good to say about this on Jesse's show the other night. Kid Rock's like, look, you know what? I was asked to perform at an inauguration where I didn't even vote for the guy. I didn't vote for that president. But guess what? I showed up and performed because I am a patriot. Michelle can't even be bothered, despite the fact that she lived in that White House for 8 years, to do her duty. She's just on vacation, an extended vacation in Hawaii, because maybe she's got some marital troubles. I don't think so, honey. Be bigger. Be better than that. Here he is.
So is this your... So is this your first inauguration?
No, I was actually listening to your show a little bit before I got in the truck here, and I heard, Michelle Obama's not attending. I would kindly remind her that years back, when Obama was first elected, I did not vote for him, but they asked me to play the inauguration, and I played it, and I went. Had a good time. I went for out of respect to the presidency, so I would kindly remind Miss Michelle about that.
I forgot about that, and that's cool, because it's really not about the politics, it's about the office, and you got to respect it. Why isn't Michelle attending? All the other first ladies are.
I don't know. She seems a little angry. She might be, I don't know. If you can't say something nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just say it for him. He can't say she's angry. She's angry because something's up. Okay, that's just I don't have any sourcing on this. This is just my female instinct, okay? My female instinct tells me something's up, and she clearly has no class because she should have shown up for the inauguration, and she most definitely, you know what? Okay, great. She doesn't like Trump. Like, maybe you could give her that. She should have showed up for the funeral. That was really just gross behavior. Gross behavior. I want to go back to a moment gosh, the super chats are just flying in. It must be payday with Friday, right? I'm teasing you guys. John S. writing, oddly, in my opinion, every family member, descendants of MLK, are apparently making statements about not wanting those files released. Why? I think because there's something in there that's kind of bad about the family. That would be my hunch. I mean, did you see the book that came out this year about JFK? And it's just awful. Like, it makes... Donald Trump says nothing happened with Stormy Daniels, but if it did, I would just say, like, at least he's, like, fraternizing with, professionals. Okay? Like, JFK, that book that came out, woo! I mean, young girls victimized there in the White House, apparently like wild parties, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I wonder if that's in the files. I don't know. Like that could be perhaps, John, I'm speculating purely here, but that book was pretty awful, and I didn't read the whole thing. I don't think I could have, like, as a mother, as a woman, like, it was just really too disturbing. But you wonder if some of that might come out. And so perhaps they're trying to protect the family from some of that scandal, although some of the scandal, as we said, has already been revealed. I don't know. But again, I go back to Steve Frischman saying, look for Howard Hunt. We're going to look for Howard Hunt. He said he was there and he believes it was a CIA operation. I don't know. Greg McNeely writing about MLK, like, we might learn that he had some rather serious indiscretions. Bill Clinton ought to be happy. He's going to look like, he's the local church pastor. Perhaps in comparison to what potentially could come out. My goodness. So we're going to find out more, and that's going to be happening in about 14 days. So I think I'm looking forward to it. Again, all in the interest of transparency.